Oh, you know.
Kyoko had to very, very calmly explain to me, no, dumb child, try again. What if I pointed at her?
Here's my answer.
Starting to swing.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Starting to swing back towards Byakuya again. Also, yeah, those percentages that I said before we started the case, I just realized those were all wrong because I said it was like 65% sure it was Toko, but I was forgetting that it was clearly not going to be her because it was too obvious.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents.
You're not going to be able to back
internal
out
police
from that
records.
And too bad, I just did.
Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
You might want to turn yourself up a bit too. I can barely hear you.
Whoops.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
I don't know, we're only an hour into this trial. Although the last one took 2, so it might be that this is working into, like, the actual killer territory. No.
The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response? I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Before the trial, I mean, before the murder, as soon as we found the library, as soon as you started pulling me away from evidence, there's like a dozen instances, dude. Looking back and
thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was
The first time you introduce yourself is when I was suspicious.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody's searched locker rooms. Let's start with girls.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
You just wanted to see the boobles. Oh, how dare you.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
I'm also just gonna start, like, get progressively less and less, what's the word? This isn't a class, that's what I'm saying. It's called a class. There's not a single goddamn teacher. There's a dozen classrooms, nothing's ever been held in them.
Monokuma's the teacher.
No, he's not.
He's your headmaster.
All he's ever done is led 5 minutes of a PE exercise. It could hardly be called a class.
He has taught you a valuable lesson in the true dark nature of human souls and exercise.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Yep. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single bullet. If you shoot or change the bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. You can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Okay, this is getting a little trickier.
Yeah, now they're adding the crazy shit.
In this case, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Good luck and have fun. Have fun in this murder trial. That's never gonna be not weird to me.
Are you not having fun? Are you not entertained?
He was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
Before we found the body.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it.
But you're not into
That's a
3D,
natural
Hifumi.
reaction for
Come on.
any guy.
I like that he gets like a deep,
The
serious
victim
voice.
was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was
Got
no
it.
time for pointless
Got it.
distractions.
I need to let it run around one more
What's so
time.
strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay, that's weird, Hifumi. You're making it hard to be on your side. I realize there's a clear contradiction here. It makes no sense how he could have known before we'd even found it. Yeah. He couldn't have known who died before we saw the
The
body.
victim was Chihiro.
No, fucking, god damn it. I held the button instead of just shooting.
Well,
So, you said Byakuya
oh,
was active,
that, oh, that's
but
what
he
you
was acting-
messed up on.
Presented with the opportunity, that's a natural.
I guess you're gonna get a lower score,
Shaban.
Ryan.
What?
Sorry.
No, that's wrong. I'll tell you what's so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting.
That was a nice
indeed.
stance there, Ryan.
But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that it actually is him. Like, I'm raising it up to 95% him. He's starting to pull the same shit that Leon did, where he's just refusing evidence and saying, make a better case for it.
There
Oh.
is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
I don't
We
know.
just talked
Aoi's
about the
looking pretty
differences between
suspicious right
this
now.
case and past genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden there. What could it be? I actually don't know what they could be talking about. I'm gonna have to see what happens. See if the answer makes itself clear. Library desk lamp, okay.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my
Right,
very
so
own
he knew it was guys.
use
Whoops.
the same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Was it really a rope?
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Fuck right off. God damn it!
Obviously,
It's the
somebody
white
else
noise
has
got in the
it hidden
way.
away somewhere. I'd never seen that rope.
Fuck off with that. Shoot it. God
When did you-
damn it! It went God!
When did you start playing DuckTales?
By like a fourth of a second.
It was some kind of...
Man, Ryan, you are just really bad at
I've never seen that rope
mysteries.
before in my life.
Shut up. Fucking. Oh, right. I did forget about the slow-mo. Oops.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty
kind
sure
of helps.
You have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Now he's clearly lying, so, yep, raising it up to a 97.5%.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was an extension cord.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension
they just-
cord as
oh,
much
never
as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Lowering it back down to a 95% because Taka's on board with it, which means it must be wrong.
That's really what
What?
you think? Then your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker
That's-
room.
No, that's not
and
right.
Hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
No, you didn't kill her in the girls. You killed her in the boys.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Nope, nope, nope. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Thanks, Genocider. I mean, Genocide. Shut up.
Triple gets confusing.
This game's stupid.
I agree with not disagreeing would be agreeing. She's not on board. No, she doesn't like it.
All in the same game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
93%.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
92.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering
Starting
you?
to think I might have to continue putting up with this douche nozzle in the future.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that about just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. It's still hand-holding me pretty solidly through this.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that?
I think that that's
Isn't it
something that
possible that
doesn't
the murder
change
took
with
place
the
somewhere
difficulty, though. But yeah.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Oh, you prodigal idiot.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Typical.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? 93. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya had been so confident up till now, maybe he never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
I don't need your goddamn position, Junior Hitler.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that switched between the boys and girls' locker rooms. There's the poster, there's the rug. Yeah, there, 2 locker room posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yes, shut up.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile,
Unimportant.
the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band.
No, I think
Tornado.
we need to discuss that line of reasoning a little bit more.
Monica, we're gonna need that poster in here.
Yeah.
We need to inspect it.
Again,
Full.
that doesn't really seem to belong in
We're
a
the
boys'
FBI,
locker room.
female body inspectors.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed. It was moved. Ba-bum.
Sakura's voice is so weird to me.
The
It's-
stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
It's just super deep and also scratchy.
In fact,
No, because the thing is,
found
I
it
think
on
in the
the
original
boys'
dub it
locker
was
room
literally a
carpet.
dude voicing her, or somebody that's very
Definitely the
sounded a
stain
lot
from
like
my
a dude.
protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpet
It was a lot
switched
deeper in
too?
the original, I think.
But why would anyone do that?
Because the murder happened in the guy's room. Come on, Celeste. I just called you smart
To
earlier.
move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible. Don't
It's
you think?
almost like you're the protagonist, Ryan.
But I don't want to be. I want
Then let
other
me
people to be
play.
In
smart.
other words,
Then let
in
me
order to
play.
completely
No.
swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing
Also,
this,
you're
the killer was
complaining
able
that the
to
game.
change the entire room where the murder took place.
What?
You were complaining that the game was too easy. Now you're saying that you just want the game to play itself.
No, I'm not saying the game. No. No, I'm saying I'm disappointed in other people who are supposed to be fucking geniuses, not understanding the simplicity of this.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
That is a good question that I don't have an answer to yet.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Okay, so we already know this one. She took Leon's.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
You're gonna say that she followed in somebody else, but we already know that's not gonna be it. Shut the fuck up,
I
Hero.
highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Oh, wait, no, he actually was the only other one that did know about the handbooks. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Alright. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
I got it!
No, you don't, Taka. Shut up.
Must have hacked her e-handbook.
Ugh.
She was the ultimate programmer after all.
No. I'm not even gonna bother memorizing.
No problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
I can shoot this down, though, because it's broken. Well, at least we can get into this.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Yeah, guess you're right. I'll sit back and shut up now.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
That's pretty in character.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said.
No,
She
Taka.
used her ultimate programmer skills.
No, Taka.
You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
We're gonna dig into how Leon's got broken. I don't believe that it's just not the case, because the gun shoots anybody that tries to get in. Behind another person. And it's strictly against the rules to borrow living persons. So it's either that Leon's got broken after the fact, or Monokuma just killed her as a punishment and nobody's at fault.
It seems like there's no
Actually, I have a question and an idea, and this isn't a spoiler because I'm legitimately like I don't know the answer to this. But where did you find Leon's handbook?
It was in the mail bag, the mailbox in the entrance room.
In the
First floor, room with the giant safe.
No. Did they say how it got there?
It's just mysteriously appears there. All the dead guys do. Sayaka's and Junko's were there also, so there's nothing suspicious about how it got there.
But, I'm not gonna say anything. It's not a spoiler, but like I'm not gonna lead your thoughts.
Sure.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Shut up, Taka! Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Thank you, Kyoko. Fucking purple savior from the heavens once again.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way.
She's spoken before.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Is this allowed?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Yes, thank you, Monokuma. Enforce some law and order here.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh?
I want to
Make
get
things
my
more
juicy
exciting?
juice.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
This is gonna be an unknown. What do you got for me, Kyoko? Class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... Pink Girl's locker room, sure.
The girls' locker room? We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Okay. Check out the dead girl's body for the 4th or 5th time now. This is starting to get weird.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Hifumi's the safe one to do it. He's stated multiple times he's not into 3D.
No way.
Are you saying that you're into dead bodies?
No, I'm saying... Hifumi said what he's not into, and she falls into that category.
Okay, but what does being into something have to do with an examination of a corpse?
Nothing naughty's gonna happen, dude. Come on.
It's not
Exactly, so why are you...
It's just
Stop trying to read into it.
based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Oh, Allie, with the benevolent self-sexism there. Jeez.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
This is an M-rated game. None of these jokes are distasteful. It's leading me to them.
I mean, no.
Not at all.
Still.
Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
I mean, I think an M-rated game encourages distasteful jokes, if anything.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine the
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
I've already been in here several times and checked her over quite thoroughly. Trust me, I'll know what you're looking
Entire
for.
body? I know you say that, but what? This is... What is this?
One of my earlier assumptions must have been correct.
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura shredded her shoulders in rage. Her eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Is what?
Not a girl.
Is a boy.
Fucking called it!
So she was actually a he.
You sound like really proud. I'm not sure.
How many parts of this trial have I called in advance, dude?
A number, but the trial ain't over yet.
I like that his scream was in his deeper, more serious voice.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Of course you did.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy. He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him! So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Oh, genocider.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
So, there's no amount of handbook fuckery in getting in there. She just used her own.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
I'm sorry, Flynn. We're not able to drop this topic anytime soon. It's a core part of this trial now.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Like a live
We all
pomegranate.
just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
That does not answer how. Okay, so the killer's got to be a guy and would have borrowed one of the handbooks to get into the girls' locker room. Hiro's the only one I know of. Hiro and Byakuya are the only ones I know of who knew about those handbooks.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Sure.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Jesus Christ, Taka, you're like 15 minutes behind the rest of us.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I
Look,
did
you have to
find
take
it
things
rather
slow with
odd.
him, okay?
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation.
Haha, she said tit.
So now everything has been connected. All
M-rated
mysteries
game.
have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
I'm gonna lower Byakuya down to about a 75% chance right now.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
I'm gonna raise him up to an 85.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you
Got
still
me.
think Byakuya's the killer?
65.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I...
50.
It's just
be the
dropping
killer
like a
after
stone.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place? He just seems to be too...
Man, I haven't seen a
He's
drop
boring
off
about
this
all
bad
this.
since
Like he's
Bitcoin.
enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
15.
Do you
Holy
think that might be
shit.
because it doesn't have anything to do with it?
5.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... How can I put it? overt.
0.5.
He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least.
So
that's how I
what you're
see it.
saying is there's still a chance.
Yes, there's a chance it's me, for all I know. I could be a sleepwalker. It's not going any lower than that, but what I'm saying is he's out of my consideration.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
Now
And then
Sakura,
again,
on
when
the
you
other
found out
hand,
Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.